Imagine waking up tomorrow with no phone, no electricity, no grocery store, and no hospital. Just you, your hands, and the wild world around you. Sounds terrifying, right? But for over 99% of human history, that was just Tuesday. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating questions ever asked. How did ancient humans actually survive without any of the modern tools we can't seem to live without? No GPS, no Wi-Fi, no thermometers, no Amazon delivery. And yet, they didn't just survive. They thrived, built families, created art, and passed down knowledge for thousands of years. By the end of this video, you'll understand the surprisingly clever tricks our ancestors used to stay alive, and honestly, you might start questioning how soft modern life has made us. Let's start with the most important challenge of all, finding food. No supermarkets, no fridges. So how did they eat? Early humans became masters of reading the land. They knew exactly which berries were safe and which ones could kill them, just by color, smell, and texture. They tracked animals for days, studying footprints, droppings, even broken twigs, to predict where prey would be. And here's the wild part. Many tribes developed something called persistence hunting. They would literally chase an animal, like a deer, for hours. Not because they were faster, but because humans can sweat and cool down while running, and most animals can't. Eventually, the animal would collapse from exhaustion. No weapons needed, just patience and biology. Now let's talk about something even scarier. Medicine. Imagine getting a deep cut or a fever with no doctor, no antibiotics, no painkillers. Terrifying, right? But ancient humans were incredible self-taught healers. They discovered that certain tree barks reduced pain, long before we even knew what aspirin was. Willow bark, for example, contains a natural compound similar to what's used in modern pain relievers today. They used honey to treat wounds because, without knowing the science, they noticed it stopped infections from spreading. And get this, some ancient skulls have been found with evidence of skull surgery, performed thousands of years ago, and the patients actually survived. That tells you something. Early humans weren't primitive. They were resourceful problem solvers. Let's move to something that kept entire communities alive. Shelter and fire. No heaters, no insulated walls, no thermostats. So how did they survive freezing winters? They studied animals again. They noticed how certain creatures built dens, and they copied the idea, digging into hillsides, layering animal hides for insulation, and positioning entrances away from wind. And fire wasn't just for warmth. It was protection from predators, a tool for cooking, and a way to harden wooden spears into deadly weapons. Learning to control fire wasn't just smart. It was one of the most important survival skills in human history. It completely changed how the brain developed, because cooked food gave way more energy than raw food ever could. But here's the part most people overlook. Survival wasn't just physical. It was mental and social. Ancient humans understood something we sometimes forget today. Community keeps you alive. They shared food. They protected each other. They passed down survival knowledge through stories, because storytelling wasn't entertainment back then. It was survival training, disguised as tradition. A grandmother telling a story about a dangerous river wasn't just bonding. She was literally saving lives for generations to come. So next time you complain about slow Wi-Fi or a broken air conditioner, just remember, somewhere thousands of years ago, a human being was outrunning a deer in the desert heat, treating a wound with tree bark, and surviving a freezing winter with nothing but fire and teamwork. We like to think we're advanced, but in many ways, our ancestors were just as smart, maybe even smarter, just in a different way. If this blew your mind even a little, hit that subscribe button, because we're diving even deeper into forgotten human history very soon. Drop a comment and tell me, do you think you could survive even one single day like our ancestors did? And if you want to know what truly ancient humans feared the most, that video is coming next, so stay close.